Act, the Board of Fire Commissioners, Fire District #1, Township of Mount Holly, has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, place, and agenda to the extent known thereof posted as follows: published in the Burlington County Times, published in the Courier Post, filed written notice with the Township Clerk, posted written notice on the official bulletin board at the Township Municipal Building, and posted on the district website.
Call to order, roll call.
Commissioner Brown?
Here.
Commissioner Shepherd?
Here.
Commissioner Gaskell?
Here.
Commissioner Logue?
Present.
Chairman Saucier?
Here. And we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Move on to the approval of minutes from January 8th, 2025. I'll make a motion. Second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner Shepherd?
Yes.
Commissioner Gaskell?
Yes.
Commissioner Logue?
I've not seen them, so no.
Chairman Saucier?
Yes. The approval of requisitions as, oh my goodness, I can't talk today apparently, as reported by the treasurer. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. I'll second it.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner Shepherd?
Yes.
Commissioner Gaskell?
Yes.
Commissioner Logue?
I received them 5 minutes ago, so I'm going to abstain.
Chairman Saucier?
Yes. This next portion is for public comment on general fire service matters only. The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the board's attention their concerns or comments. The board will respect the public's time by refraining from any comments until the speaker is finished. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions that they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the appropriate committee. We ask that the public state their full name and address for the record and keep their comments to 3 minutes. First row. Hi, Lois.
Hello. Oh, how you say? Hola. Thank you for having us again. My name is Luis Lopez, 98 Levis Drive. To the fire department use a fireball extinguisher, or do you don't use that?
Do we use the what?
Fireball extinguisher.
No, we don't. They're outdated now.
Oh, they outdated? It does, I mean, the small one does, it does work.
Mm-hmm.
And in case of that extender and you're in it, that will cut your oxygen off immediately, right?
Depending on which one it is, the chemical in it can be hazardous materials.
Oh, okay. And my second question is, if I have a fire extinguisher and hadn't been used in 2 years, what's the next step to recertify? Call you guys?
An extinguisher company come out and test it and certify it.
You mean this one? Like from right here, fire one?
No, we don't do it. It has to be a company that does it.
Yeah.
So like the fire department doesn't certify them. Even our extinguishers go out to an agency to be done.
Oh, okay. And did everything good standard the last time? There's no incident, nothing like that?
Nope.
And what kind of insurance agreement do you have with West Hampton?
It'll be covered later in the meeting.
Okay, that's all the question I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois.
Eric McKinley, 443 High Street. Recently, a fire commissioner instructed me to post a flyer for a private event to an organizational page intended for public outreach. I responded that I first needed to consult the fire chief to determine the most appropriate way to share the information, never denying the request. I was immediately met with a hostile reply of, Ms. Johnson and myself, Nicole, gave permission to post about the February 12th dinner. Please do not try and stop it. Commissioners are in charge. Please stop this. I'm asking nicely to post this flyer if you do not go through anyone else. This is one example of part of a recurrent issue where commissioners are bypassing the fire chief and directly issuing orders to firefighters, despite their role in being administrative rather than operational. Given that the fire chief has operational control of the fire department, can you clarify whether it's appropriate for fire commissioners to bypass the chain of command in this manner? What policies are in place to prevent such breaches to ensure that decisions are proper leadership structure? Thank you.
Are any of us allowed to respond to that?
Yeah, you can respond.
Okay.
Gladly.
First of all, thank you for your service to our town, this commission, and your friends and neighbors. Secondly, I don't know the answer to that. I will endeavor to attempt to get you one. It is my understanding that you answer to the chief. Provided you're following the chain of command, it is my understanding that you are doing what we've asked of you. If that's unclear, I would invite any of my fellow commissioners to correct me for the record and for the public knowledge. And I'm happy to leave it there if that at least addresses the fact that you brought this to us.
Would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Tom Hickey. I live at 4 Banner Terrace here in town. I came tonight to maybe see if I could help with something. And I'm thinking you could use some help getting the kitchen together. I'm a retired chef. I've done many type of things. I'd be glad to help supervise it or revise on it and help you get it going. I'll give you my number and whatnot, and I'll be glad to do it. And we should, as long as everything's together enough, it shouldn't take more than, a couple of days or weeks to get it done, I would think. Looks all pretty nice too. I'll give you my number.
Yeah.
Thank you for the offer.
Thank you, yeah.
I could get in the fire truck.
Sure, you get on the truck? Just hop on.
I can move that.
Thank you. Anybody else? Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice shirt.
Jim Gogan from 10 Brainer. I have a question about the Director of Fire Services role. I was wondering if we had an idea of how many applicants we had for the position, and when you guys plan on filling the position.
Quite a handful, I can tell you that much, and we're trying to work on, at least.
And I also have another question. Members that were expelled from this firehouse previously, are they eligible for the position or no?
That I don't know. That is a legal question.
Is that something we could get clarification before it's filled?
We would have to find legally what was done.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Seeing none, I'll close the public portion. Go to reports from fire personnel. Chief's report.
As stated last year and at the beginning of the year, the new platform is out, that everybody asked for. So for the month of January, there was 82 calls. There was 1 general call in town, which is a structure fire. There was 3 out-of-town structure fire calls. There was 34 assist EMS calls, and that's for all ALS calls that we assist the squad on. And then there was 44 other calls, which constitute either pump outs, wires, motor vehicle accidents, special assignments, things like that. For the 82 calls, it totaled 81 hours and 12 minutes worth of man hours. Saturday, 125 to 25 was the Fire and Ice event. The fire department did 6 hours on location. There was a total of 297 adults, 289 children. Total rides for the day was 586. Total rides for the day was 131. We had one call during that time, and that was the structure fire at 73 Mill Street. And we had 100 and, that was for the second ride. With that being said, I did receive the rider policy from the town, from the event coordinator, so I do have that for the file. They did give us their policy for the insurance. So that was taken care of.
Main Street?
Yep. Yeah, do you need a copy of that? I can get it over to you.
Yeah,
To
just,
file.
you know, whatever.
Also, hopefully tonight we have 2 new applicants and possibly a promotion.
Anything else on your reports, or is that all?
Not for the fire chief report, no.
The other two?
For the fire official report, we did our end of the year report, that was accepted by the division. I got confirmation of that the other day. For the month of January, there was 18 total inspections. There was 3 life hazard use inspections, 10 local inspections. Total re-inspections were 12. We issued 14 fire permits. Total resales were 14 for the month, with a total 16 fire permits issued for the Fire and Ice event, and 0 fire investigations. Their
Oh,
release forms are on the back.
okay. Okay. And anything for apparatus?
We have 1 truck currently over at Lumberton for a stalling issue. I'm just waiting to hear back from the mechanic over there on what the issue might be. Everything else is in good working order. I did forget to mention, I'll mention all the annual testings up to date. The fire extinguishers were done at both locations, fire alarm. There's 2 minor things that are being corrected and they'll be finished. And I think that's it.
Is the stalling issue the same one?
Same one that we've had before, yeah.
Which one was that? Okay. And that's it?
Yep.
All right, on the committee reports, building and grounds?
Yes, I met with, the general contractor. We got a punch list. Me and Rosemary went through and made sure that that punch list was, up to date, that everything was on it. We had, electricians come out this month to take care of a multitude of things. We've had, the telephone people come out. We've had, heater, issues and repairs.
It's significantly warmer in here.
Yes, it is warmer in here if anyone's noticed. So we have had a lot of work done, and the general contractor has been in and out of the building, kind of wrapping up some of the smaller things. Some things that we talked about were inherently because they weren't part of the scope, and other things he's getting on right away. So we're in constant contact.
Just to add to that, I wanted to say thank you to Commissioner Shepard for welcoming me into that process and helping me to be brought up to speed as to all the hard work that they've been doing to make sure that your investment is being well taken care of, looked after, and maintained. We look forward to partnering to make sure that the rest of that is done. She's taken an excellent lead on this, and I'm happy to have been assigned to that committee.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I just want to clarify. For personnel and policies, we're just, like Mr. Logan had said before, we just like getting the resumes for the director position, and we are actively working on that to go through them to make sure we pick the best candidate. Other than that, nothing else. Apparatus and equipment?
Nothing at this time.
And for planning and services, the shared service agreement is all we have going on right now. And what about budget planning? Yeah, all of those works, right there.
We went through, we approved about, the vouchers today. That is I'm going through it, and it is our vendors, our utilities, month-to-month, costs. That's what we approved today. As for the budget, it got in on time, and, our clerk that handles that, is not feeling here today, so hopefully next month we'll have more information.
You get some vacation. Yes, you should. Okay, and for old business. I don't know how many of you were actually here, but we did a media event called Wednesday's Child. Wednesday's Child is, and I keep losing my paperwork because I lose my paperwork all the time. Where did I put it? Wednesday's Child partners with NBC 10, and it's an adoption with an adopt.org. Basically, it is, they pick a child. I'll wait.
It's just a alert, you're
I
fine.
just wanted to wait before it kept going. I lost it. I hate when I do that. Anyway, what it comes down to, Wednesday's Child is NBC features a child through adopt.org. Wednesdays, it's almost like they make a wish for a child that's up for adoption. They get to choose what they want to do, and adopt.org and NBC 10 make it happen. Well, we were very fortunate enough for a young man named Alex to come here last week, and he chose us. It was a beautiful event. He was extremely knowledgeable. He had the biggest smile on his face all day long. Like, it's bringing tears to my eyes because he just had such a great time. I really hope he finds a forever family. I will say this, I have never been more proud of being a part of this community than I was that day. Between Mount Holly Fire Department, between our chief, our fire, volunteer firefighters, MHPD, and a couple of we had vendors, and of course, our firewoman Courtney back there, she helped facilitate this. And we had George do the tour. Alex was the happiest child I've ever seen. He was like, when I tell you this man had so much knowledge, I was impressed. The adopt.org people said that they would love to actually come back with more children because they loved the vibe we gave them, which is the way it's supposed to be. I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of you for helping him, because in the end it was about Alex. And I honestly, he deserves a forever family that is as pure of gold as he is. Again, give yourselves a round of applause because you guys were wonderful with him. Thank you.
You want to just add that we'll push the.
Yeah, it's in my speech, I just didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they let us know, we will post it. We'll give you the time, the viewing, because it's usually a Wednesday. Again, it's usually NBC 10. As soon as I find out the details, we'll make sure we get it out. Make sure we put it on Facebook, and I'll put it on the website so you guys can see it. Again, thank you everyone who was involved, and then some. Without you guys, it would not have been the kind of day that he deserved. And that's all I have to say about that. On to new business. Resolution 2025-06. Resolution to enter a shared services agreement with West Hampton Township for the fire suppression services. And this is just a continuation of the agreement that's already in place to be sure that the township is covered when we need to get our town covered. It's the best way I could put that. Sorry, my nerves are shot now from talking so much. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Otherwise, Sandy.
Second?
Can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.